Hello and welcome back to Tales from the Age of Men. And we've returned into Elvish territory, and I've also fixed the smithing problem, so everything's looking very, very nice right now. And, of course, we have leveled up. Yes, we've actually leveled up a little bit, so we're going to be going for Pathfinder here. Water Diviner is just... don't even get me started on Water Diviner, okay? So we're going to go on for Pathfinder here, and we're going to be speccing a little bit more into two-handed, as we do have a wonderful, wonderful two-handed sword to use. And I will be attempting to level this, level athletics up a little bit more as well, as we are going to go into a siege against Gundabad itself. And we also have Thranduil right here. Now, what I would obviously love to do is I would love to be a mercenary or even a vassal. I don't know whether we're going to get the opportunity to become a vassal just yet. I don't think we have the clans here for that, potentially, but let's just hope, yeah, let's just hope, cross our fingers a little bit, and we are going to be joining the continuing siege. Now, I'm actually really surprised that the garrison here at Gundabad is so extremely low. It's very, very surprising to me, but that's okay. That's actually really, really good. Oh, wait a minute, what's actually going on here? We have some vassals that are leaving. Look, he has... no food. Yeah, well, it says he has 0 food, but it actually says he has 33 days, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. Oh, look. There we go. We've got the Gundabandians. Actually, I don't even know what they're... what is the plural of Gundabad? I don't know. Gundabadians? Gundabad guys? Yeah, probably something like that. Anyway, we can only hope that he is going to hopefully charge in relatively soon. I'm thinking now. He's probably going to go in now. What do you think? No? Really? Okay, I'm kind of surprised about this. Oh, there we go. Okay, join the continuing siege. Okay, now he's ready to go in, and I'm looking forward to this. I am very much looking forward to this. Now, obviously, in the previous episode, we ended with about 50,000, 40,000 monies, and we don't have that anymore because obviously I had to recruit a bunch of people. I was also recruiting quite a few, well, not recruiting, but I was basically going up to every single horse that I could in the world and basically going, hello, would you like to join my army? And, well, they said yes. Yeah, I mean, a couple of them at least. A couple of the mules and the workhorses and so on, because we do need to try to increase our capabilities of carrying things, because I've kind of come to a point where I thought to myself, yeah, no, I'm not going to run around anymore with the minimum, I'm going to try to get a little bit more. And so, having some mules and increases like that, oh dear, we're going to have a bit of a problem here with these catapults. But yeah, it's going to make a big difference for us actually carrying a decent amount of food now as well. And obviously we're going to be able to take a lot more loot, which is definitely the way to go here. Especially because whoa, this guy fell down and opened up the gate. That is a huge error on their part. That is so funny, actually, that they decided to do that. The funniest part about them doing that is that we would have taken quite a while to... I actually got shot. This guy literally decided to shoot me instead of anyone else in this entire area. Are you joking? I'm going to come for you, sir. I am coming for you right now. Whoa, okay, trolls. Okay, we got trolls, and they're also attacking us with rocks from above. I don't see any rocks coming down right now, so I'm a little bit... potentially a little bit confused by what I was hit by, but yes, we're going to... Whoa, okay, this is kind of dangerous. Okay, we killed one of those guys at least. Wow, okay. I'm not sure how much I can damage these fellows. I mean, I'm hitting them, but I'm not sure how much I can actually do. Okay, so we've got a lot of... Wow, they've got a lot of trolls. Oh, wow. Okay, they're actually pretty good. These guys are actually... They're actually pretty good. Look at that. I thought I'd be able to get quite a few kills there, but no. Oh, well, never mind. It's because we took so much damage from that archer in the first... couple of seconds of entering that bottleneck. That was hugely bad for us, but that's okay because our forces are probably going to be able to achieve victory here. At least I hope so. I'd like to stay in here as long as I can because I'd like to speak to Thranduil afterwards, because I want to leave Erebor and join Thranduil's faction, basically. Hopefully we will be able to do that. If not, then I'm not entirely sure, but yes, as you can see, 0 defenders right now, I think we should be good to actually just retreat right here. Then we can just go in for the auto resolve or something like that, right? Because for some reason it's gone to 0 again, like it did beforehand, which I think just means that they've been I don't know, they retreated or something like that. I don't know, but we got 3.1 renown, which obviously is not very good, but that's not really the entire point why we're here. Why we're here is this guy. We want to try to speak to him as best as we can here in just a moment. And look, we do get some good stuff. Yeah, bear in mind, the reason why I also wanted a lot of carry capacity is for weapons, because weapons are now going to be smelted. They are now going to be taken and smelted instead of just sold. Because I am actually going to attempt to become a legendary smith. I mean, not a legendary smith, but we'll try to become as good of a smith as we possibly can. And there you go. All right, so let's actually go into the castle. Let's speak to Mr. Thranduil here. Actually, you know what? Let's leave the kingdom first. There we go. And we are going to speak to him now. There we go. Hello there, sir. Yes, I would like to... Yes, 800. There we go. That is absolutely perfect. Yeah, because previously the dwarves were wanting to pay us, I think it was 180, right? Yeah, I think it was something like that. 180 gold per influence point. But the elves, oh, they're doing the business right here. Oh yeah, they're doing the business. So what we can do now is... didn't I have a prisoner? Oh yeah, it's because I wasn't yeah. I did have a prisoner, but because I left and thus stopped becoming a mercenary, or stopped being a mercenary, shall we say, I actually had to release him, which is unfortunate. This is my army at the moment, by the way. It's pretty pitiful. It doesn't have particularly anything amazing, which is somewhat unfortunate, but you know, that's just how it goes. And we're now going to walk around and actually see if we can maybe fight a couple of actual vassals, because we do need to start pumping out our renown gains. We want as much renown gain as we can possibly get. Let's see if we can actually make that happen. We do have Mount Gundabad right here. What about this guy? Do you think we can fight him? I mean, obviously we can fight him, you know. He's only got 18 people, but we're going to just auto-resolve. We're just going to auto-resolve against him. That was easy enough, wasn't it? We got 7 influence for that, which is actually pretty decent. I think we might just let this guy go, to be honest. I don't really see the point in actually taking him prisoner right here. And we're also going to be letting the other prisoners go. And you can see here, pretty decent stuff, actually. For a guy with only 18 people in his army, that's not bad, you know? That's pretty nice. Yeah, by the way, if you want to see which mod I replaced Better Smithing Continued with, because... yeah, if you couldn't tell, I couldn't get it. For some reason, I couldn't get it sorted. So basically, there was a person in the comments that actually gave me a suggestion on a mod to replace Better Smithing Continued, and I went for that one. So if you want to see which one that is, there is a mod list in the description, so you can take a look at the mod load order and all that wonderful stuff. Anyway, yeah, it's very easy to install too. Okay, so this is a problem. He's going for the siege. He's going for the siege straight away. Okay. I'm a little bit surprised about that. Okay, so I'm going to just go in for a battle against this guy, because we've got so much speed right now. There's no way these guys can even... They can't even get away. So this is actually our purpose right now. This is really, really good. Us being able to very, very quickly and accurately chase down individuals and actually eliminate them, I feel like that sounds great. Okay, so Greenwood Wardens, there we go. Let's put those up there. The problem, if we do join the siege, which I think we will be joining the siege. I mean, come on, you know, how can we not after the failure of my previous participation? But yeah, we are going to obviously do that. Lothlorien is now under siege as well. That's a bit of a problem. I mean, as we saw in the Uruk playthrough, we did have a bit of a, shall we say, a bit of an issue with that, because they took that extremely easily, and they were gone like a whisper, you know. It was literally like, whew, it's just gone, you know, instantaneous. And I was very surprised about that, because I would have expected Lothlorien themselves, Galadriel's people, for example, to literally be super dangerous and everything. Ah, hello. Yes, you are who I'm looking for. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, yes, you have 54. We are traveling just slightly slower than him, but that's okay. I think we should be able to catch up. Yeah, there we go. He made a mistake right there. That's actually fine. Now, unfortunate for us that he is actually, surprisingly enough, pretty good. Yeah, his skills are pretty good. He's got some decent troops, or my troops just are not that good. That could be very much the case. Okay, Phaedra, she is obviously going to be here. We'll just put her with the archers or something like that. And this is a really okay. Maybe over here we can do something. Unfortunately, we can only move to this position here, but that's going to have to do. Let's move them over there. There we go. And let's see if this is going to work out. I mean, from my perspective, I feel like this should be absolutely fine. Just purely because we can go, I think we'll go square formation, why not? And I think, you know, I could use my glaive here. The glaive would probably be extremely effective. Or we could do some bow skills. Let's do some bow skills, why not? Maybe we'll hit a couple of people from here. That's highly unlikely. Oh, there we go, we did actually hit someone. No bow skill though. I'd like to get some more bow skill, please. A nice headshot or two would do me nicely, thank you. But I highly doubt we're going to get that. And these archers are going to be just completely and utterly useless from here, aren't they? Yeah, I'm going to tell them to hold fire for the moment, because otherwise they're just going to waste their arrows shooting at these fellows. They're supposed to be sharpshooters. Not sure why they're not hitting these guys from all the way over here. It could just be that they have shields, of course. I mean, I hit one. I mean, if I can hit one, I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, this sword is a bit too short for cavalry combat. It is good. Don't get me wrong. It can be used in cavalry combat, but it's just one of those. It's one of those weapons that's a little bit more difficult in comparison to this glaive. So we might have to use the glaive. Oh, I use it. Yeah. No, never mind. I know. That's one of those. That's one of those moments where you just go, yeah, that's Bannerlord for you. That's Bannerlord for you, because I was literally winding up the attack and then immediately just getting myself murdered. That was really, really harsh with the thrown weapon right there. I'm kind of trying to get these guys to get baited into a charge here. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem as though that really wants to work. These guys, are they like them? No. As you can see, okay, yeah, not really working out too well. Let's tell them to hold fire. Well, let's tell them to fire at will again. And maybe they can get a couple of kills from the people chasing. Nope. No, as you can see, the AI is just literally going back to being extremely passive. I guess the best thing I can do now is just move forward. I mean, I have no HP. Right, I have no HP remaining, so this basically just comes down to me charging in here, dying, you know, as is normally the case, and, well, maybe, actually, wait, maybe not. Maybe I can bait the opponent a little bit into doing something. We can maybe get our cavalry to come over here and help us out a little bit. Okay, I just wish that we could kind of get a surprise attack on these cavalry. Unfortunately, they are actually pretty good, you know, surprisingly enough. There we go. Nice. Can we get some more? Yes, we can. Unfortunately, they are blocking. There we are. Nice. Okay, we got to get out of here before I get killed. Thankfully, my horse does seem to be faster. Let's do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's working actually, admittedly, quite well. Let's move my archers over here as well. Need to make sure that they're close enough to do damage. Of course, my cavalry is the one that gets stuck. That is hilarious. Okay, now if I can just stay alive for the remainder of this battle, I'll be pretty pleased with that. I highly doubt that's going to be the case, because this guy's going to hit me. No, he didn't. Okay, I was very surprised about that. I have a feeling I'm going to die within the next, I'm going to call it right now, 30 seconds, okay? We'll give it 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to end up on the floor within that time frame. Or, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm going to surprise myself and everyone else. I don't know. Maybe that's going to be the case. Okay, I'm going to actually have to move my infantry closer because the AI is just being completely stubborn here. And what's very funny about this is that they're actually losing. You know, by them taking this stance, they're actually losing this right now because we are eventually going to eliminate quite a few of their cavalry, and that's where most of their power comes from. I feel like if they were to charge in immediately and just to, well, I mean, well, maybe not immediately, but right now, if they charged in, they'd probably have a really, really easy time of eliminating quite a few of our people. And yeah, I mean, it would be much easier. I mean, you can see here that they're charging in a little bit now. Okay, that's not too bad. What are their infantry doing, though? That's the thing. Their infantry are doing some weird stuff. And I guess I'm just going to continue moving my guys forward. My archers continue moving them forward, too. I mean, the only thing I can do, really, is that. Nope. Don't want to do that. Thanks very much. No. If they're prepared to swing, you can best bet that the AI is most likely always going to make some kind of hit. Nice hit. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're actually doing surprisingly well now. Let's just kill some of these. There we go. Yes. Kill some of the cavalry. Oh, that's my own cavalry person. And I think we're actually good. Is that true? Really? Okay, I'm actually surprised. I thought that we were going to have some big problems here when I first took that massive hit of damage straight away upon entering, but no. We seem to be okay right now. There we go. Just charge on in, do some damage. And if I can just do a little bit more here. There we go. Yes, actually very nice. Wow, super surprised. Very impressed that, well, I guess I can give myself a pat on the back every once in a while, I suppose. Even though, to be fair, I probably shouldn't have gotten hit like that in the first place. But there you are. There is a victory for us. And this guy is going to go down in just a second. These fellows have great shields, though. Gotta say that. Can we actually just kill this? Yeah, there we go. Okay. My archers finally did something as well. Funnily enough, the archers didn't do too badly. I mean, they did 23 kills, right? 23 kills. They only have 8 of them. I do need to get a couple more archers. So, yeah, I think that's what we'll probably try to do that. But let's actually see what's happening now. Ah, I see. My cavalry person is literally charging after one of them over there, as you can see. Look, literally 500 meters away, or however many yards or whatever is the unit of distance here. I think it's meters. And otherwise, they are literally doing this. Okay, this is hilarious. Oh, and now you do it. As soon as I come here, you absolute imbecile. Oh, well, never mind. Anyway, there you go. That was a pretty nice battle, in my opinion. We did relatively well there. And also, obviously, not dying. We didn't lose anyone. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Obviously, I would prefer if it went a little bit differently, but it's okay. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Let's go for some more Greenwood Wardens while we can right here. And let's see, what else do we have available? We do have some war mounts available here as well. Yeah, I'm just going to take all the loot that I can. And let's go back down here. I'm at 40% HP, which is pretty decent. If we do get the opportunity to do some auto-resolves, I wouldn't mind doing that, because that will then restore our HP thanks to preventive measures, which would be amazing. That would be so good. Let's just actually have a look here. Can I can actually catch up with these fellows. I can catch up with these fellows really easy. Look at how much cash we're making right now. 4,000 in cash. Pretty crazy. And look at my HP right now, just so you can see what preventive measures actually does. And this is the reason why it's so good. So we're at 52% right now. And you'll see here we're now at 67%. So we just literally healed instantaneously just from going into some random battle, just because of preventive measures. That's the reason why you always want to go for one focus point in medicine, because it is gonna give you that overwhelming advantage. I mean, it is so good to go with that. And you can see here all these guys. Of course, we're just gonna be continuing to eliminate them wonderfully and move on. Just going to take all of their loot whenever I can, and we can level up another couple of people here. There we have it. Okay, very nice. So is this guy actually going to go in? I think he's probably going to go in sometime soon. He's already built a battering ram, 2 siege towers. Is he? Oh, he's going for a catapult. Very, very interesting, actually, that he's deciding to go for siege warfare here. Am I losing people due to the siege bombardment? If I lose people due to the siege bombardment, I am literally going to retreat away from here immediately. Because I am not about that life, thank you very much. I'm not about the RNG, you lost 5 of your people to randomness life. Yes, I'm not a big fan of that. So, if we do end up losing some people, then I will get out of there immediately. But I don't really want to miss the first little bit of charge, because it could very well be that their highest tier units are placed in at the very beginning. I'm actually unsure what he's deciding to do here. What is this? Does he just want to destroy some of the catapults? I'm assuming that is it? I mean, there's no way he wants to destroy the walls, right? I mean, why would he want to destroy the walls? That doesn't really make much sense. In my opinion, at least. But, I mean, he's doing okay. I mean, funnily enough, I mean, he's doing fine, considering he's building ballistas and catapults only. Ooh, dear. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem. As you can see right here, we have a bunch of Dale vassals getting themselves taken prisoner. Oh no. Oh dear. Yeah, that's a pretty big problem. If that actually goes through and they don't manage to escape in time, it could very well be that that is going to lose Dale a handful of thieves. Could be. And I think we're probably going to go for hard knock here as well, because as I said in a previous episode, we're going to be going for high survivability with our elven units, because we need to make sure that they live long enough to get to the highest ranks. So getting them additional HP is very, very useful, even if it is just getting an additional 3 HP here, 3 HP there. You know, it really does, you know, add up in the end, I guess. I'm not a big fan of it myself, personally. I don't really like all these minute increments. I'm a bigger fan of things that just feel a bit more impactful, you know what I mean? But that's obviously a base game perk issue, and it's not nothing to do with the mod itself. Anyway, we are... Ooh, hello there, sir. You're not going to go and attack me, are you? No, you better leave me alone, thank you. I am very good friends with Mr. Thranduil here. Yes, we met only minutes ago. Well, we'll see actually what happens, because from my perspective, it feels like he is he actually wanting to destroy the walls? That feels like a very questionable maneuver, but let's see what he decides to go for in the end. Alright, so we actually leveled up once again, and what we're going to do is I don't know, I feel like medicine really needs to be leveled up much quicker, so I think I'm probably going to do that. Let's have a look and see this fellow real fast, because... Oh, he's got 6 armored trolls. Okay, that was close. Okay, I could have potentially gotten both of them in a battle there. That would have been exceptionally bad. I have to kind of stick around Thranduil for the moment just to kind of gauge the situation. Make sure that we're not going to go in there too quickly. We need to try to get one of these guys by himself. 6 armor trolls. I think I might actually be able to tackle this fellow quite easily if I can just get him by himself. There we go. Okay. I say quite easily, but yeah, you see here, look at his combat strength. Okay, so this is going to require very, very good strategy, or at the very least, decent tactics, and I am a bit worried about that. You know me, you know, I am, yeah, let's not even talk about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and this is my favorite thing to do in situations like this. We're going to just stick around this rock. It's more than likely that the opponent will decide to try to attack us, at least in this case, unless he thinks that we are better than him. If he thinks that we're better than him, then he will probably just hold position. And if so, we get a load of time to decide on what we want to go for. And we can maybe do a little bit of skirmishing here and there, and we might be able to get something done. Now let's have a look. Yeah, okay, as expected. Alright. I was kind of hoping he would do the alternative, but of course he's not going to do that. Alright, so I have 32 arrows. Let's try to make a good go of things here, and I will actually stick with using the bow a little bit more, because as I said before, it does actually become extremely good later on down the line. But early on, bows are an exercise in frustration. which I very much... I find them very annoying. Let's just say that. I used to love bows before they changed, before the base game, we changed it, but yeah. Nowadays, bows are not my favorite, far and away not my favorite, which is actually really sad, because they used to be so fun. But nowadays, they are quite a bit more annoying. And if I could get a headshot, there we go, thank you very much. Another headshot, maybe? Can I get another one, please? These guys have no shields, which is absolutely insane, by the way. Them not having shields is literally my saving grace right now. If these guys had shields, we would be in a really bad position. Okay, here we go, here we go. That guy's probably dead. Yep, there we go. Nice. Another 3 skill points. Absolutely exceptional. Nice. That was a neck shot right there. Don't get hit by that thrown weapon, please. Now, if I can just kill this guy as well... yeah, nice, nice, nice. Okay. Okay, this is actually working a lot better than anticipated. I suppose that is the point. You know, if they don't have shields, it's actually going to be significantly easier to do something against an opponent, especially with arrows, than if they did have. Let's see if I can maybe I'm going to be able to snipe one of them with my polearm. Might be able to... Yes, there we go, like that. There we are, there we go. Okay, that's what we like. Now, if we could just get another one like that... Nice. Okay, there we are. Very good. And... Nice. Just want to try to eliminate these guys as best as I can. They are actually quite damaging. And they can be deadly if you let them. Ooh, see, now this is exactly what I was talking about. That kind of thing is absolutely unacceptable. But we're okay. I mean, you see the trolls coming in? Okay, yeah, that's going to be kind of harsh. Oh, I really wanted to shoot that guy. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so we're going to have some issues here. Let's actually move the archers a little bit away. We're going to move these guys and put them into a square formation. Put our infantry into a square formation, that is. And we're going to put them right here. Okay, I'm just trying to be as careful as possible. Not great that that guy managed to block. Okay, that's how much I can do against an armored troll by the looks of things. They have big two-handeds right now. Okay, yeah, we need to eliminate these guys more often. We need to just focus on the cavalry. There we go. And we can maybe kill this one too. Yes, nice, nice, nice. Okay. The enemy archers are not really doing much at all, which is good. And we are actually starting to kill the trolls now. There we go. Wow, they have insane armor, as you might expect. But you can see their combat strength literally just dies. As soon as we destroy one of the trolls, it just goes whoosh, and it just plummets like no one's business, which really is making a huge amount of difference. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. Nice. Nice. Oh, I got shot. Yeah, that was my bad. That was my bad. I could have easily survived that, but I decided to stick around in the melee because I was like, yeah, let's just kill the troll. I wouldn't have minded actually getting the experience for killing the troll. That was also the reason why I was kind of being... I was a bit greedy there, you know, a bit greedy. But that's all right, because as you can see, look at what we've done. We've actually been able to achieve victory against this guy, specifically, in my opinion at least, because we were able to headshot a couple of those cavalry. It really made a huge difference in forcing the opponent to come to us, first of all, because obviously we started to eliminate them, and they started to get worried. And that's perfect. Anytime you can sow any kind of emotional discord with, you know, among the opponent, then that's what you like. All right, so there you go. 3 skill points in leadership, not too bad. Gonna let this guy go once again. And we actually freed this fellow. All right, okay, well, sure. I don't know who you are, sir, but yes, there you are. Thank you very much. Ah, look at this. We actually have, we can maybe take Gondor here. I'm not going to take the Orc Warrior, obviously. That's obviously not going to make much sense. So we're just going to go moving on. I'm not going to take any of these either. And we have some cave troll braces. Okay, now here's the funny thing, okay? I would love to use this, but I'm pretty sure they're too big for us, right? They're not? Can I use these? Is it allowed that I use these? I die so fast otherwise. Can I use these? You know what? I'm gonna do it, alright? I'm using them, okay? I am using them. Even though... an elf would never do that, would he? No. An elf would never actually... okay, you know what? I'm still gonna use them. Just from a gameplay perspective, I feel like it would be kind of fun just to see how much more survivability we're going to gain from this. I mean, how many times do we actually get hit on the arms? I don't know. How many times do we actually get hit on the arms? Maybe quite a bit. I don't know. Anyway, let's just level these guys up. Greenwood Wardens. There we are. Thranduil is still messing around here. I'm actually not entirely sure what he's doing, to be honest. It's a bit of a weird situation. Does this guy have any trolls, by the way? No, he doesn't. Okay, so that actually is a really, really nice thing to... Wait a minute. He has 54 Outriders? These guys? Oh, okay. So these are basically just mercenaries. So he is going to literally... He's going to die. If we go in against him... Oh, wait, he's actually... Wait a minute. Is he really trying to attack us? Okay, this is very surprising. I thought he was going to... I don't know. I thought he was going to run away from us. Or not run away, so to speak, but I thought he was going to be a little bit dubious, I guess you could kind of call it. But you've got to play this very, very carefully now because they have so many cavalry. Obviously, that's the reason why he was moving around super quickly as well, because he has 54 of those Outrider guys. So let's see. Is there a friendly rock nearby? Nope. Ah, yes. No. Okay, well, we're going to have to go over here then. He's going to charge us, by the way. Almost 100% that he's going to charge us. So we are just going to do something like this. And I'm very low in HP, unfortunately, because I wasn't able to fully restore myself. I should have stayed next to Thranduil for quite some time before, making any moves to attack someone. But yeah, as you can see, he's actually coming towards us. So let's move our bowman a little bit over there, just so we have some clear line of sight. Move the cavalry over there. Okay, so how are we going to do this? I'm actually unsure how we're going to do this, to be honest. Do they have bows? No, they don't have bows. Okay, yeah, my guys have bows, so let's hope that they are actually going to do something. Okay, they are kind of bad. Ah, they're kind of good. Oh no, that's bad. That's not very nice. Okay, we are going to have a bit of a problem here then. This is... I need to kill things. I need to kill things. I'm sorry, Bertildian. You must actually be somewhat effective in this battle. I know, he doesn't really like being effective, but he will have to be in this one. We need him to actually do damage. If he does 0 damage, we will lose. We will lose. He hasn't done 0, but he is potentially a little bit questionable right now. Like that, for example. Why are you doing a thrusting attack, you imbecile? I don't know why, but there you go. Well, yes, also perfect timing. See now I'm getting flustered, you see. I'm getting flustered because I'm like, oh yes, what am I going to do? Am I going to lose? If I lose this, that is going to be exceptionally bad. And the funny thing is, if I actually die, if my character actually dies here, we are probably going to end up losing. So we can only hope that that will not be the case. I'm actually surprised that my archers are not killing more people, but I guess I shouldn't really worry about it too much because they do have... I mean, we have so few, right? We have so few archers, but I would have expected them to get quite a few more kills considering the fact that these enemies have no shields. I mean, look at them. They have no shields whatsoever, and it's very surprising that they are still alive, to be honest. I mean, look at how many they have. It's actually crazy. Okay, nice block there from him. Yeah. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing? I mean, we're gonna win, I think. We're gonna win, but a bit, I don't know. I'm a bit confused, to be honest, because I thought to myself, wow, we're really gonna have a hard time here, but I guess I shouldn't have been so worried considering the Outriders. We already knew that they were from mercenary stock. And mercenaries, you know, they're not widely known to be that good. So, you know, It's fine. It's okay. I'm going to get up my my bow here a little bit. Nice headshot? Nope. Okay. Can I get a nice headshot? Nope. Okay, well, yeah, this is the this is the experience of being a bowman with low skill. There we go. We're getting some nice headshots here now, at least. There we go. All right, not too bad. Okay, so now we do have a couple of people. Oh, they're running away. Nice headshot. Wow, I'm actually surprised we got a good headshot there. And there you have it. There's a victory for us against the Warlord of Gundabad himself. Yeah, actually not bad. Surprising. Okay, very good. I like it. So we've now eliminated him. I'm gonna just let him go. There really isn't any reason to capture him, in my opinion. We can just let him go. Generally, I would have preferred, if I could have, to level up my charm skill with that, but unfortunately I can't. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, so the question is, do we want to take these? Do we want to take Gondorian units? I think we'll take Gondorian units, but I think everything else will leave. So we'll take Gondorian. Let's actually see. Can we take a lot of them? It feels like we can. Yeah, no, we can take a load. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. All right, I like that. And we'll take the Gondor Elite Pikes, of course. These guys are actually really, really nice, in my opinion. I love these guys. They actually did a lot of damage to us when we were playing as our Uruk. So, yeah, there you go. We've now expanded our general power by quite a significant amount. Let's go for some bowmen here. We've only got 8 of them left, so we should probably try to replace them a little bit now. So I'm going to get another 2. Now that we have 100 spaces, technically we could have 50 elves, right? We could have 50 elves. So technically I would like to go for something like probably a 30-20 split or something like that, maybe. Yeah, 30-20 would probably be the best. So 30 infantry, 20 archers. Possibly. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe 15 archers and 35 infantry. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens with that anyway. Let's move on. Okay, what else do we have available here? Well, I don't really want to wear any of the Mordor armor if I can help it. I mean, yes, I know, cave troll braces, but I think that's a bit of an exception in this case because it is just so protective, if you know what I mean. So yeah, anyway, let's see what he decides to do. Is he actually going to go in there? I'm going to just wait by him for a real quick second, just see if he actually decides to go in. And if he does, then we'll help him out. And if he doesn't, then, well, we can maybe do battle against that fellow. I mean, we're getting bank right now. We're getting bank, and I'm actually leveling up really quite dramatically too, which is super, super nice. Let's go for some more range damage while mounted. I feel like we're doing enough damage with melee, so we don't really need to worry about that too much. Let's go with Lancer here. That's going to get me more speed bonus, which is going to be very, very nice. And I'm wondering what we want to do now. The question is, we could go for some more two-handed here, or we could go for some more leadership. I think more leadership probably stands the test of time here. There isn't anything I want to do in regards to vigor, control, or endurance. So my attribute point is... I'm not sure what we're going to do with that, because here's the thing. If I do finally get my athletics leveled up, I can get endurance and I can get vigor from that. And my smithing skill, I technically already have 1 point in control from that. So technically I should go for another point in control here. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, fine, I'll do it. Even though I'm a little bit, I'm a bit hesitant to spend that attribute point on control because, as I say, I don't really like bows anymore. Really, it's kind of sad, to be honest, because I used to be such a huge fan of them. But yeah, well, you know, maybe it's gonna get better. Maybe it's gonna get better for us. And Thranduil is still. Is he waiting? Actually, you know what? He could be waiting for the food supplies to run out. That might actually be the play that he's going for here. I'm literally just gonna chase this guy. There we go. I'm literally chasing. That is so funny. I chased him all the way into Mount Gundabad. Okay, so this guy, as you can quite clearly tell, he has 7 armored trolls. This, you know, I'm actually gonna say it right now. I feel like armored trolls are very good at absorbing damage, and yeah, it's like a kind of like a duh moment, right? You know, obviously they are good at absorbing damage, but I feel like they're not as good at dealing damage than you would think, right? You think cave trolls are going to be really, really powerful, right? And you think, oh no, I don't really want to get close to any of those. But I actually feel like they're pretty easy to deal with. I feel like they're pretty easy to deal with most of the time, unless there's, you know, 20 of them or something. But that's obviously going to be an exception, and probably going to be one of those really, really high tier vassals, maybe even a Mouth of Sauron himself, you know, one of those fellows. Anyway, let's see what decides to go on here, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to charge at us. Using the trees to your advantage, I see. Yeah, well, that's... yeah, that happens. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Good, good. I'd like to actually get some more two-handed skill if I can. Or I can just die instantaneously from that wonderful polearm. I don't know what it is, but whenever I do any kind of fighting at night, I always die really, really fast. I'm not sure why that is. It must just be a me thing. I'm pretty sure it is just a me thing, because I think my vision is kind of, I don't know, doing something. But whatever the case, we are winning this exceedingly fast, just purely, as I said, because armor trolls, they take up so much space. As far as I'm aware, they take up 8 space in your party. And imagine you have 2 of those. That's 16 spaces. Obviously, it's not so much of a big deal if you have a massive army, and I'm talking about Mouth of Sauron size, right? If you have a massive army of like 800 people or something like that, you can easily have a bunch of trolls in there. But when it comes to, you know, other stuff, and I'm talking about when it comes to other you know, factions, like these minor factions right here, they just don't have the army size to really handle it. They just can't, and it just gets them killed, and that's absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's fantastic for us at least. Okay, let's actually see what's going on here with the Pelagia. Okay, yeah, Pelagia veteran Marines, that's what we want to go for. Get some more leadership. I do want to get to 100 leadership if at all possible. As you can see, we have some more cave troll braces here, and I think we are actually going to be giving those to Phaedra, because I want her to survive as much as possible as well. And look at this, we actually got a Dashi horse. That's much better than what I was wearing before, or what I was using before. And we're just going to take all of the loot. Thank you very much. This is giving us so much stuff right now. This is giving us so much experience, so much money, and indeed, we are now almost ready. Probably to become a... We could become a vassal right away, I think. Yeah, I think we could be a vassal right away. Is he still operating this caravan, by the way? Is he actually still doing that? He is. He is actually still doing that. And how is he doing? Absolutely terribly. Okay, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great. Let's just say that. Okay, let's go in here against Salim. I suppose we will do that, considering. I don't know how many trolls... How many trolls do you have, sir? I can't actually see that. He obviously has some trolls, because he's got some in the background here. Let's take a look. He has 5 armor trolls. Yes, exactly. So 5 armor trolls. Yeah, that's actually fantastic. Like, really, 5 armor trolls is insane amounts of company capacity. And as I say, they're not that offensive. They are in my opinion, a defensive unit. They're a defensive unit that is designed to absorb damage and to distract the opponent. And that's pretty much it. You're gonna be very, very hard pressed to eliminate trolls super, super quickly. So obviously, if the opponent focuses on those trolls, you're gonna most likely win. But if they don't focus on the trolls and they just leave them until last, well, not much is really gonna happen then. Okay, so what we could do is we could actually move up here. And we could use this massive rock as a bit of a focal point for our defensive... I'm not entirely sure what the defense of is, but we're going to try and see what we can do here. Oh, nice damage. Yes, me shooting at the troll. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, let's not shoot at the troll, shall we? Okay, can we get some headshots? See, now this is... this is so funny as well, because... Okay, look. I have an exceptionally good bow, right? I have a very, very good bow, and yet I am still failing really pretty badly to have any form of accuracy that you could call good. And yeah, that's the point. It's not the bow's fault. It's literally just the fact that we have such little skill, I guess, but I feel like at this moment in time we should probably be still, you know, kind of okay in terms of skill. I don't know. Anyway, well, enough me complaining about bows. Let me not complain about that anymore. Okay, I'm just going to strike that from the record. I will not mention bows from this moment forward unless it's something good. Unless it's something good about them. Alright, so let's actually just slink around the side here. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to slink around the side. We're going to see if we can do something. I'm going to try to get a couple of kills with bows. And I'm pretty sure we will be able to get some kills with bows because they're not that bad. I said I wasn't going to say anything. I said I wasn't going to say anything bad with them. Okay, so let's try and see if I can get a headshot. I think I probably need to get a little bit closer, all things considered, to get headshots. Or, well, there you go. That wasn't a headshot, but still. Got a kill. Okay. The funny thing is I did actually take those, you know, aim accuracy penalty decreases and stuff like that. I'm actually super surprised we're not even... What are we even doing here? What are these guys doing? Come on now. I feel like they need to do more damage. Is it just me? I don't know. I feel like the archers need to do more damage. So I'm thinking just give them some kind of insanely cool bow that does like 100 damage or something. Because they're using bows that do 76 right now, and I feel like that's not enough considering the amount of elven troops you're actually going to have. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyway, let's just see if we can... Let's just try and snipe. We've got 17 hours remaining. Okay, that was decent. That was decent. Nice. Alright, there you go. Okay, so it does seem as though we are going to achieve victory here. I mean, I was kind of confident about it, you know, because as soon as you see some trolls in the opponent's army, I think you can, I don't know, you can kind of feel a little bit more secure in the knowledge that you'll probably be okay. Unless you're just generally outmatched massively from the go. Anyway, there it is. 6 skill points in leadership. Gonna let this guy go once again. We would be getting so much charm skill right now if I had some focus points in it, but yeah, obviously I'm not really doing that. Yeah, so we're going to go for some more Greenwood Wardens here, and then we'll just level up a couple of the Gondorians. Once again, we'll just go for Marines. What about these guys? Lossanach. Let's have a look at these guys. Okay, Knights. Going to turn them into Heavy Axemen, right? Heavy Axemen and then Knights. Is that true? Yes, Heavy Axemen and then Knights. Okay, yes, that sounds pretty good. There we are. Fine, fine, fine. Another 5 archers for us as well. Very good. I like it. Oh, yes. Everything is going very nicely right now. And we have some Mordor helmets here. Obviously not going to be equipping that or anything. But yes, we are getting so much loot too. And I finally made it to 100 leadership, which means... Oh, yes, you know what that means. That means famous commander. Oh yes, famous commander is going to be insanely strong here. It's going to give us so much renown increases. And, well, Thranduil, you know what? I feel like I'm going to leave him to it. Should I just leave him to it? I feel like I should. There doesn't seem to be much that I can really do here to help him because he's not bothering to go in. So there you go. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.